a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. Alongside of me, we have a whole panel this morning. Harry Glantz to my right.
Love the panel. Good morning, baby.
All right, we got Howard Fingerroot. This guy's great from Pinnacle Homes. Hey, good morning, Howard.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
And, of course, always Alex Nafusi with Capital
Hi,
Mortgage.
buddy.
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you doing? January 21st, 2017. This is going to be a great show. We even brought in our expert in reverse mortgages to help you out with that. So we've got tons of information. It's going to be 1 hour worth of information and some really cool things that's going on here in Southeast Michigan, including a lot of new construction, which has been just filling the big gaps that are left with this lack of inventory out there. So welcome to the show, Howard. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
So about 10 days ago, all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up with buyers reading in the paper, hearing on the radio about the Northville State Hospital facility that was acquired by Pinnacle Homes. Okay? So all of a sudden, they're saying, Harry, can we buy there? When do we buy there? And then they're also, Pinnacle Homes is opening up a new development in West Bloomfield. So all of a sudden, I picked up the phone. We've had Howard on the show many times, and I've known Howard. And I called Howard up. I said, you're not going to believe it. My phone is blowing up. We need to have you on the show. So, Howard, welcome again this year to be on our show. And I just want you to go into all the things that we talked about on the phone, that we talked about in show prep, that, the exciting news is that we feel right now at the start of 2017 is that it's the beginning of another year, the sixth year of an increase in new construction and new home buying.
All right. You're absolutely right, Harry. The last 5 years, really since 2012, home building has been great. It really has. But what I will tell you is it's been a steady, slow growth. Going into each of those years, I looked at it and I said, you know what? It's kind of the status quo. I think it's good, and I think it's going to get a little bit better, and kind of it has. A little bit of ups and downs, but basically it's
supposed to
better.
be steady. That's a good thing.
That is absolutely
I don't want to see
the
huge ups and downs.
Right.
But I want to tell you, this January is the first time in 6 years that I could tell I see added momentum in the marketplace. Okay, so I think 2017 actually is going to be an uptick. We're going to see some good home construction, some good sales in 2017.
Well, and the way you measure it and the way we measure it is by purchase agreements and activity. So tell the story to everybody who's listening about how your first 11 months were and then what happened in December of 2016.
Okay, great. And Harry and I were talking about this before the show. From January to November of last year, it was our strongest 11 months on record. Okay, so it was a great year, 2016.
And this guy's built a lot of homes. Okay, so
historically, December is the slowest month of the year. Pretty much between Thanksgiving and New Year, family time, people out of town, everything else. December 2016 was our strongest month of the year. We went in with the strongest year and expected a slow month. It was the strongest month of the year. So that's really one of the reasons why I see 2017 being a really very, very strong and upward momentum year in home building.
For everybody out there, usually in December, January, February, in the state of Michigan, because of the weather, the new construction activity, it's a little slow. Even new, existing home sales are a little slower. We're not feeling that, or we're not even seeing that this year.
Not a little bit.
Not right?
Not a bit.
So we believe that's so good for our communities. And talking about the communities, tell everybody how many communities you have going now, Howard, and where you're building.
Okay. Pinnacle Homes, we have 14 communities throughout Southeast Michigan. I break down our product types into two distinct product types. I build single-family homes in award-winning school districts. That's one. And then the second is we build empty nester communities in the best locations.
It's like me, empty nester.
And in fact, you bring up empty nesters. Let me just explain kind of our theory on empty nesters, okay? People, families, the kids go to college, the kids move out of the house, and the parents are at home. They generally want to stay in the same area where they raised their family. Okay, they're close to their doctors, they're close to their clubs, they're close to their churches, they're close to the things they know. Okay, you have a small percentage of people that move to the south, the southeast, the southwest, but most people age in place and they want to be in a place that's familiar. The problem is there's not new, nice housing in the places they've lived.
Right.
So what we've done, we've gone into the infill communities and are developing small pockets of the right size, right configuration homes for the empty nesters.
Well, Howard, you've been doing that for a long time. That's nothing new. I mean, when the building business was a little soft in, say, 2008, 2009, you continued to build. You continued to expand. You didn't contract. You expanded.
Yeah, that's one of the things in Pinnacle Homes, and it really was. It was a great story in Southeast Michigan. In 2008, as you pointed out, the market was more than shaky, right? We had the financial meltdown. We took that as an opportunity, and we actually bought land up so we can build in 2010, 12, 14, even now, we're building on land that we bought during the downturn. But what was interesting, Harry, is you had me on a few years ago when I opened up my first empty nester community, and that was called Legacy of Farmington Hills. Mm-hmm. Since then, I've opened 8, or in the process of opening 8 new communities around Southeast Michigan, all in the best areas, all in infill locations where people want to live when their kids are out of the house.
That's so exciting. That's, the buzz of new buyers and new buying activity. The consumer confidence is up. People are employed. And like you said, Howard, there's a lack of quality empty nester product out there because most homes that people are moving from, they have an upstairs master bath. And when you get a little bit older, you don't want to start climbing stairs. They want everything on the first floor. They want a first floor master bath, and they want convenience. Plus, they want you to finish the basement so they can have the grandkids over. They have a place to play. And, you're building a quality product.
Yeah, absolutely. And the configuration of the home is really important. How often do you hear, a house is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and the 4 bedrooms are upstairs, right? What the empty nester buyer wants to do is right size. It doesn't necessarily mean downsize. A lot of times it's less square footage, but it's more about the configuration of the house.
Right size. I like that.
It's right size. So
is that trademarked?
Oh, boy.
Man.
Alex is going to use that now for the rest of his life.
Stealing that. That was good, dude.
And I'll tell you, if I can have a sort of a typical empty nester house that I sell, it's a 2,000 square foot ranch with a finished basement.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 2 bedrooms on the main floor. The husband and wife live on one floor. Everything's there, right? The living room, the kitchen, the bedroom. And if they want additional space, if they want a recreation room, if they want additional rooms for the grandkids, they tend to build them in the finished lower level.
We're going to take all your calls here. We've got Howard Fingerroot in from Pinnacle Homes and a lot of great new construction. It's been filling the gap here for the lack of inventory in Southeast Michigan. Give us a phone call if you want to talk with us, 248-539-9797. You can call Capital Mortgage and get that approval letter. That's what this builder's office is going to want. And when you walk in with the approved letter from Capital Mortgage, you're going to be all set, ready to move forward. Again, the construction process starts off with truly signing the paperwork, getting the foundation. You got the rough frame, the rough mechanicals, interior. It's a process that takes typically 6 months to 9 months in most of your subdivisions, would you say?
Yeah, our build time is about 8 months, 6 to 8 months.
So you could definitely take a look at that. And again, when you're buying new construction, again, versus what's out there now, there's everything brand new. These homes are built in 2017 specs. So you got, the brand new quartz countertops, bamboo floors, but they're smart homes also. They're extremely efficient homes with the latest in technology, whether it be heating and cooling systems. So again, the roof and the insulation, you're not going to have the high energy bills that you might have had in the past.
Is it geothermal? Is that right?
No, geothermal.
I don't know.
Wow, you
I'm not
throwing that
handy.
out there?
I'm
heavy-duty.
pretending that I'm handy. I'm
You
not.
throwing geothermal out there?
Wait, hold on. I got Natalie tools for Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not the handy guy.
Hey,
But
Howard,
you're absolutely right. The houses we build in 2017 are different than the house they had in that was built in the 80s or the 90s. Right? It's more efficient. The ceilings are higher. The room configurations are different. The master bedrooms are bigger. They're more glamorous baths.
They're gorgeous. You don't need a ton of money to really own it. You don't have to put down 20%. You have to come into your builder's office and put down a deposit on the house. Is that your typical thing? Is you take the initial deposit and then pretty much maybe a deposit or two along the way for some extras or for some upgraded material in the house? Is that how it
Yeah,
generally
you know
works?
what? At Pinnacle Homes, we make it easy. Okay, so you come in, it's a $25,000 to $35,000 deposit when you sign the contract, and then the rest at close.
Okay. It's as easy as that.
Easy.
248-539-9797. Real excited to bring you all this information here this morning because it's going to be gangbusters in the home buying market. There's a lack of inventory out there here. We're starting to see the multiple bids.
And there are going to be multiple bids, and there are going to be bidding wars out there. It's just going to happen.
All right, we come back. 248-539-9797. Keep it here.
It's a great time to call Detroit home. I'm Dylan Larkin, Red Wing and Detroit native. You know another great Detroit native? Chevrolet. And in honor of our hometown, Chevrolet is offering tickets to see the team take the ice at an upcoming home game. Chevrolet, the official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
We have Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration in the studio with us today. Dr. B, you and your team are considered Michigan's hair loss experts. What's your secret?
There is so much more to our procedure than just putting hair where you're losing it. We want to give you the volume, the style, the confidence you've always wanted. We use the most cutting-edge technology in the industry, but I consider hair restoration an art. Really.
An art. That's interesting. I look at your hair and it just looks so natural.
And that's the key. We've perfected our technique to give you a natural, full head of hair that's never been possible before. There's no stitches or staples, no linear scar, and the transplanted hair is genetically programmed to grow. Cut it, style it, show it off.
Guys, get your hair and your confidence back. One call to Dr. Berkowitz and Michigan Hair Restoration can change your life. He has a brand new location in West Bloomfield at Maple and Orchard Lake Roads. Just call 844-WANT-HAIR or visit drbforhair.com for 0% financing and guaranteed results. That's DRB4hair.com.
The following is an incredible, life-changing free offer for anyone with hearing problems who wants to start hearing more clearly again. We're now offering free in-home trials of a revolutionary hearing breakthrough called Listen Clear to anyone who calls this special toll-free number now, 1-800-500-1557. Call now and you'll also qualify for free shipping. Listen Clear is precisely designed by top audio engineers. It adjusts to let you find the perfect way to hear things crisply and clearly, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And Listen Clear is so small and discreet, people usually don't even notice you're wearing it. And it's so lightweight, you may even forget you're wearing it too. Don't miss this special life-changing opportunity to hear things more clearly again for free, with a 100% free in-home trial and free shipping. If you like it, you could even get free batteries for life. For free information, call now. 1-800-500-1557. That's 1-800-500-1557. 1-800-500-1557.
At Menards, home improvement means saving big because right now you'll get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices. Save energy by converting your existing recessed lighting to energy-efficient LED with a dimmable retrofit light from Fight. Only $578 each after 11% rebate. Stop waiting and start saving with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices. Now at Menards. Sale ends January 21st. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
Mark Z here with Keller Williams. The winter season is one of the best times to sell your home. While your competition is waiting till spring and summer, I'll have your home sold, guaranteed. While most realtors are still sleeping, my team is selling a home every day. Get the Z Guarantee, a proven system to get your home sold for top dollar in the shortest amount of time. Go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Get the Z Guarantee. Call Mark Z. Call 844-SOLD-BY-Z.
The Home Depot has a new idea. Free carpet installation that means free carpet installation. Moving furniture out of the way? Free. Ripping out the old carpet? No charge. Hauling it away? On the house. Because the Home Depot has no hidden fees. Just free carpet installation on purchases of $699 or more. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing. Valid on carpet price $1 or more per square foot. Unique specialty items and requirements may be priced separately. Not valid in all markets. Offer ends April 5th.
Hi, this is Maury Moreland Morrison, here to tell you Geico has more than just great savings. Much more. Yes, while Geico could help you rack up more moolah faster than you can say metamorphosis, they've also been the fastest growing auto insurer for more than 10 years. That's more like it. Furthermore, Geico has fast and friendly claim service. That might seem like an oxymoron, but it's not. All the more reason to say no other auto insurer has more than Geico. Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
We don't need replays. We get it right the first time. Just ask us.
97.1 The Ticket.
You're listening to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call, 248-539-9797. We want to take your calls all morning long. Also at Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Be sure to get your approval letter. Tons of information to share with you. We're going to dive right back into it. We brought in Pinnacle Homes to talk about new construction. You definitely got to get your approval letter. You know, Harry, these interest rates, although they were not looking great, moving around a little bit this week, still at historical, and I mean historical lows. You just can't wait any longer because they're only headed up.
Not looking great. Are you kidding me? They're 4.25 roughly on the 30-year fixed, on the high threes on a 15. I mean, they were that low in the 1960s. It's really not. I mean, compared to what?
Exactly.
I mean, compared to what? I mean,
One time they go up, people flip out. No matter, if they go, if they went from 1% to 2%, people would still be bitching.
We have
about
to
it.
stop that. We really do. We have to get over that whole thing.
Definitely get out there and see if you want to qualify for a home sooner than later. We definitely see the lack of inventory has been driving prices up. Maybe now is your opportunity. We've had several real estate agents on saying, you know what, maybe now is the time before prices start creeping up in the springtime to get out there and find out if there's some opportunity for you, whether you're a seller or a buyer.
When a property is presented properly and it's clean, desirable, you're going to get multiple bids because there's a lack of inventory right now. They'll tell you that inventory right now is low. So when that house is put on the market and it shows really well, you're going to get multiple offers.
Yeah. So if you're going to think about new construction, you can obviously meet the real estate agents now and start talking about when you want to sell the house, when the new house is going to be done, and timing everything out. Again, Howard, we were about to get into the 8 properties that you have that are sort of the empty nesters. It's the right size house for somebody, like you said, in good communities where it's close to their churches and libraries and where their families have been all these years. Sort of infill. You bought these parcels up and you're building these unbelievable homes that really match what people are looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me give you an example of a few of the communities, the infill communities that we're in. This last quarter, in the fourth quarter of 2016, we opened up in West Bloomfield with our Legacy Woods development on Maple Road in Halstead. So right in the heart of West Bloomfield.
Yeah, right near Henry Ford Hospital, and a great location.
Right down the street.
We opened up a project called Pine Ridge in Lyon Township. It's on 10 Mile, just west of Novi. So we're seeing a lot of people from Novi going west down 10 Mile, and it's awesome. In the second half of 2017, so coming up real shortly, we're opening up in Bloomfield Township. And this thing is going to be unbelievable.
Where are the crossroads? Where is that?
It is on Squirrel Road, just south of Long Lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that one's going to be called Legacy Hills. And
on which side of the street?
It's on the east side of the street. It's just north of the Sacred Heart School.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, on the right where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's phenomenal.
Good spot, man. Wow.
That was 3 years in the making, and it's just going to be a
Sacred
wonderful
Heart own that land, and you could buy it from them or no?
Yes. In fact, I bought it from Sacred Heart.
Nice.
Wonderful institution.
Great
wonderful
school. My
people
sister
out
went there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a.
My parents live right in Long Squirrel. That's why I was like gearing up where it was. I couldn't picture it.
They can sell that, the mansion they have and all that maintenance they have, and maybe get the right size house.
And they can right size.
Right size.
Absolutely.
I used to want my dad to stay off the roof. I'm like, Pop, don't get off the roof, man. Like,
You've got some
you
other
can pay someone to
communities,
clean
too.
the gutters, man.
Yeah, absolutely. If right outside of Rochester in Washington Township. Okay, so Washington Township is a wonderful place to live. We have 200 houses that are on a golf course, on the Glacier Club golf course, and sales there have been exceedingly strong. You're 3 miles from downtown Rochester. That's great. We opened up in Clarkston. In the next few months, we're going to be opening up in Northville, and a project on 7 Mile and Ridge called Ridge Hills. That's going to be a fabulous empty nester community. Let me think where else. We're in Canton, in Cherry Hill Village.
Yep.
Right next to all the Cherry Hill, the whole Cherry Hill Village, the retail, the whole part. So we're there.
You've also got Northbrook and Ann Arbor. They're still building?
That's single family.
Okay.
Oh, that's single family. We can go into that as well.
Okay.
But let me add, in terms of empty nesters, my last one there is near Ann Arbor. I'm in Superior Township.
Oh, wow.
15 minutes from downtown Ann Arbor.
Just about every area in southeast Michigan.
Well, that's why it's so impressive.
Yes.
That's why this guy's building homes in our community, around our community, and you can live anywhere you want. And when you're an empty nester, guess what? I mean, you don't have restrictions anymore. But like Howard said, you still want to stay in the community that you raised your kids in, and I can live with that.
Howard, you say empty nesters. Is there a police, and how do you police like who's buying it as an age to get in? It's new to me, so I was just wondering if they had kids, they can't buy there.
No.
It's actually
just might not want to buy
You
there.
know what? It's self-policing. And our hit rate is like 95%. It's this type of buyer. It's the configuration of the house, really.
Yeah, this is why we call it the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate and Business Show, because we just ask the tough questions,
That
right?
is a great question.
Is that a tough question?
We just hit it right
I
hard.
think he would take one look at me and be like, "No, dude, you're not buying it."
Exactly. That's what I was worried about. This footsie coming in and completely ruining one community.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, I build single-family homes for families, and like I said, in the award-winning school districts. The houses themselves are just shaped differently, right? They're 2 stories. There's different living spaces. There's spaces for the kids to study, and it's a different feel, different configuration than what you would get in an empty nester ranch.
I have kids, but I don't want to go upstairs. That's why I'm wondering about that community.
You never wanted to go upstairs. Who are you kidding?
The single family communities have bigger yards and basketball hoops and swing sets in the backyards.
Yeah.
The empty nesters are on smaller lots. The homeowner association takes care of everything. You can't put up a basketball hoop. You can't have a swing set. It really is for somebody that wants, like I said, the right size, but also if they go away in the wintertime to Florida for 3 months, everything on the outside is taken care of. They don't have to worry about snow removal, landscaping, lawn cutting, etc.
Right, and these bylaws are different for each community. And again, that's why what sort of distinguishes it between a family home where you're going to raise your kids and they're going to be outside playing, and versus where there's basketball hoops allowed and things of that nature.
Picturing like Del Boca Vista Phase 3.
You don't have to be that old.
All right, so now that we've eased Howard in, I'm going to start asking the tough questions. Howard, my favorite topic every week are property values. Do you ever have a problem with the homes not appraising?
The short answer is no. But I'll tell you, and this is interesting, and this is why I think, again, 2017 is really going to be a hot year. The market has been very good, but it has not been overheated. So if you look back in the late 90s, in the early 2000s, the market was hot, and prices started escalating a lot, okay? So if you look, the economy has been a little flat, little upward. We haven't seen a lot of inflationary pressures pushing those prices up. So another way of saying that, I still think prices are a value today. Mm-hmm. So between low interest rates and prices of value, I think that's why we're seeing such great demand for housing right now.
All right, we want to continue our calls here. If we can get some calls going, 248-539-9797. Again, a lot of families out there are going to keep their existing house. They've taken a look at some new construction. Maybe they're thinking about buying. But there's a lot of families, too, that need to spruce up their house. We've seen tremendous amount of activity with refinance cash-out transactions. Give us a phone call. Definitely find out if you have some equity in your house that you can release. Well, what's so great about it, as you know, Brian, is a family can take $20,000 or $30,000 out, but they might have been at 6% and paying PMI. They can sometimes take the money and keep their payment relatively close due to the fact that interest rates are at historical lows still. So it's really nice to see where you fit into this picture, whether you're not a homeowner yet and you're thinking about getting into homeownership, or if you have an existing house and is now the time to sell and take that profit and downsize.
If your house has been on the market for 90 days, 90 days plus, it's either
there's a reason.
It's a piece of junk or it's way overpriced. I mean, it's what here. There's 37 houses for sale in the whole city of Berkeley. If your house is sitting there, there's a reason for it. I mean, the nice houses, they're selling, and they're selling quick. Right. I mean, it's the state of the market right now.
Yeah, or you're trying to take advantage, of the activity in Berkeley and try to sell your house at a high price. That's what's going on. Well, yeah, it's either not priced right or it's not presented properly. It can't be anything else.
The thing, like, don't say, don't let some realtor sucker you into saying, like, well, let's just list it for whatever, $60,000 above, what it's worth and see if someone wants it. You're just wasting people's time because it's not going to appraise out. People aren't in a position to put down an extra $60,000 in that price range. I mean, it's just you're not
gonna
waste people's time.
They're not going to go in and see it. They're not gonna, when they Google it and they put it on the search engine and they see the house is $60,000 more than the other houses are. There's less of a chance for some to go, I want to see this house. They think it's priced too much.
You'd be surprised.
Right.
The day of people going in and I haven't had many people going in offering
ridiculous
significantly
prices
underneath. Like
Right.
those days are over where they have it listed for $250, they'll take $210.
Yeah. Usually the qualified real estate agents out there are given the knowledge so that the homeowners can say, look, this is what the other guy said. We're right around $240, $250. Let's list the house. You get comfortable and you list it at that market price.
Here, if I'm a realtor and I'm listing Harvey Freed's house, just for the sake of round numbers, and it's worth $100,000, I'm not telling you to list it at $130 because Harvey Freed's calling me every day saying, why isn't my house sold? I want to get it sold and move on my life. Like, I don't want, like, as much as I love you, I don't want to talk to you every day.
Hey, we've seen some of the listings also go in, and again, a qualified real estate agent's going to go in and point out to you exactly what you need to present your house and get the most for it. When we come back, we can give you some helpful tips. 248-539-9797.
The domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell has been the partner men can count on for over 25 years. Hello, my name's Joe Cordell. Over those years, tens of thousands of guys across America and now in the UK have turned to Cordell & Cordell when everything was on the line. We're proud of that expression of trust, but we know the responsibility that comes with it. Our tremendous growth is the result of our tremendous commitment to a core set of values and an obsession with client care. If we ever lose that focus, we'll cease to be the partner that guys will count on. We get that. So you can be sure that our focus over the next 25 years will stay on those values that got us where we are and that our clients have come to expect.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Michigan attorneys, a partner men can count on. 313-465-1999. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Offices in Troy, Ann Arbor, and Southfield.
Where other truck guys see obstacles, Ram owners see opportunity. This is the thinking behind America's longest-lasting pickups. But the thinking was only half of it, because Ram 1500 also has amazing class-exclusive features, like 4-corner air suspension for a smooth, controlled ride, and Ram Box cargo system for extra storage. With Ram 1500, opportunity is everywhere. During the auto show, well-qualified returning FCA employee lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Ram 1500 Express Crew Cab 4x4 for $199 a month for 24 months with $781 due at signing. Tax title license extra. Based on IHS Automotive VIO registration data for all brands of GVW 1-3 pickup trucks continuously sold in the U.S. since 1988, Dodge and Ram had the highest overall percentage still on the road. Available feature. Based on latest available competitive information. Class based on light-duty pickups. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Ally. Lessee is responsible for termination fees. Current lease must end by 131.18. 20-cent charge for each mile over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 131.
Are you looking for Class A office space that's move-in ready, including furniture and IT, in a convenient location that has great visibility for your company? Then take a look at this. 4,000 square feet of premier office space now available in Troy on Big Beaver between Crooks and Coolidge. More than 20,000 cars pass this prime suburban site every day. The perfect setting for your new or expanding business. It's in a highly visible location, and signage on Big Beaver is available. The building is owned by the Thomas Duke Company, one of the area's most respected and trusted commercial property resources. Take a closer look and learn more about this prime office space. Call Rachel Ferris at 248-476-3700. That's 248-476-3700. With furniture, decor, and IT already in place and available, you could be looking at the perfect setting for your business. Call today, 248-476-3700.
As an entrepreneur, you're always on the go. So turn your mobile phone into a business phone system with Grasshopper, the entrepreneur's phone system. Make and receive business calls using our iPhone and Android apps. Get a new business number or keep your current one. Forward your calls to any phone and even get your voicemails transcribed. Join over 250,000 small businesses who stay connected with Grasshopper. See how it works at grasshopper.com, the entrepreneur's phone system.
In winter, you can practically hear your skin changing. Drying out, flaking, tightening, becoming itchy, irritated, and inflamed. you need the fast relief of Cortisone 10 Intensive Healing Anti-Itch Cream. Unlike regular lotions, Cortisone 10 relieves itch and irritation with 1% hydrocortisone, the strongest non-prescription itch medicine, plus 7 healing moisturizers. With Cortisone 10, winter can just sound fun again. Cortisone 10. Feel the heal. Use as directed.
All-you-can-eat pancakes are back at IHOP. Sorry, that's a mouthful. Now till February 12th, get all the delicious pancakes you can eat starting at $5.99. IHOP. Eat up every moment. Dine-in only. Price and participation varies.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by O'Reilly's. ESPN reporting the Detroit Pistons are shopping. They're in trade discussions about sending guard Reggie Jackson to Minnesota in exchange for Ricky Rubio and Shaz Muhammad. Tiger Fest is back at Comerica Park today as the Tiger Caravan returns to the Motor City. It'll be from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Red Wings fall in overtime at Buffalo 3-2, getting goals from Helm and Nielsen. Wings host the Rangers tomorrow afternoon. Michigan State blanks Michigan in college hockey 3-0. College basketball today, Michigan hosting Illinois. That's at 2:15 at AM 950. Michigan State visits Indiana at 4. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
We're working hard just like you.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. It's 9:32. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You're going to save a ton of money. Learn the process A to Z if you're buying a house. Also, give us a call here in the studio, 248-539-9797. We're going to go off to some calls right now. We've got Dennis in Royal Oak. Hey, Dennis, thanks for joining us. Go ahead, sir.
Well, hey, good morning. I enjoy your show.
Thanks, Dennis.
I know you guys are pretty much involved in the housing industry, but I'm wondering if you have a feel as to where lakefront property might be going this year, whether or not the market's picking up. I have a place in Irish Hills on Dewey Lake. It's an all-sports lake. We've had it for about 17 years, and I was disappointed because I looked at the market last year, and I probably got over $180,000 into the place, and if I were to put it up for sale last year, I'd be lucky to walk away with 160 or 140. I'm wondering if you're thinking is the market going to pick up for lakefront property when the housing market?
What's your goal long term? Do you want to keep it? Because there's an old saying, God's not making any more lakes and waterfront property, and we have our building expert Howard Fingerroot here from Pinnacle Homes. Howard, I feel that lakefront property is always good.
You know, lakefront property is always good, and the prices tend to be strong. And I don't want to use a cliche, but it's location, right? So
this is a great location. It's an hour and a half away from Detroit, or 80 miles from Royal Oak, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I guess where we are is I've had it for 17 years, and I'm 68 years old, and I'm kind of reaching the point where I don't know if I have the energy or drive to take care of two places anymore.
Right. Is the house free and clear? Is it free and clear?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you one question.
And what it is, it's a year-round cottage. It's about 800 square feet. I had intended to live out there, but I'm blind, and I found out that if I moved out there, our place is in Lenawee County. The dial rides are in Jackson County, and they won't cross county lines to serve me. So for me, my independence and being able to get places is pretty important. So I've decided that the best place to be for me is Royal Oak. I can walk to most stuff, and
I have a question for you. The area sounds like it's basically a vacation area as opposed to a place where you live.
There are quite a few year-round homes on the lake, and a lot of cottages too. It's an all-sports lake, and I got 44 feet of it's lake frontage.
Dennis, I think it sounds like you're going to want to sell that house. I mean that's would be my advice to you. I mean, you're not going to be able to utilize it as much as you'd like to. Obviously, your house in Royal Oak, you're in a great area there. I mean, I would just take the money and save it and just
make your life simple.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially if you can't commute around there, sell it. Maybe you can use that money to purchase something that's going to work better for you, So,
Well, and the thing, and that's true. And I know when you put a house or a cottage up for sale, and you're not going to get every penny out of it you put into it, because some of it's livability, but I'd like to be able to get a good percentage out.
You know what? So here's what I'll do. After the show, I'll give you some names of some realtors in Royal Oak, and I'll have them do the market analysis for you, and we can find out where what the house is worth, and you can go from there.
All right, thanks for the call, Dennis. We're going to move on here.
Have a good weekend,
Appreciate it.
All righty, 248-539-9797. If you have a question about mortgages, real estate, this would be a great show to call. You're going to save a lot of money. Again, we're going to move off to reverse mortgages because Brian's over there. And Brian, these programs have changed significantly over the years. So let's get into it a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm not going to go over on what's changed and how it's changed.
It's different. It's not your reverse mortgage of 10 years ago.
It's not the loan of last resort. It's a financial tool. There's a lot of things. We have a seminar this Tuesday in Royal Oak. If you're in the area, it's 11:30 at the Royal Oak Senior Center. You come in, you have a free lunch. It's not only going to be a seminar on how to utilize a reverse mortgage. We'll have an elder law attorney there, Mark Wander, a financial planner there. So you get to come in, have lunch, Royal Oak Senior Center. You have to call the Royal Oak Senior Center, just reserve a spot, come in, have lunch, learn a little bit about how to plan for your retirement.
Well, and you're going to get educated, and you're going to really learn if this mortgage product is right for you. And that's what we want to bring, because normally we didn't do these loans 10 years ago. We wouldn't do it if we didn't feel as a company that we could go out and sanction this type of product. It's way different now. Okay, it's totally different product. Whatever you heard bad about it before, maybe I agree with you. It's not that product any longer. And Brian is the only certified reverse mortgage specialist in our office. It's different. It's just a different product, and I think that everybody would gain a lot of knowledge by going there.
Anyone who's listening to the show definitely can call Capital Mortgage Funding. Just ask for Brian and get set up, because we are going to make sure that there's a plate for you. We're serving food, tons of great information.
What's on that menu?
It's Tim's Kitchen, says here.
The guy's serving some good food, yeah.
Yep. Tim's Kitchen, Royal Oak Senior Center. You don't have to be a senior to come in, learn about the product maybe for your parents. There's going to be, like I said, estate planning and financial planner there to help you out. It's going to be an open panel with questions. Come on in. It's free. The lunch is free. There's going to be a lot of good information.
Are you going to wear a suit?
Yeah, he's going to dress up.
Sure, I'm going to wear a suit.
Do you own a suit?
That's so good.
He owns a suit. Hey, 248-539-9797. If you want to join the show, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I can't even say it. Harry Glantz, Harvey
What are
Freed,
you laughing so hard at? About Cold wearing a suit?
Yeah, a little bit. It's sort of funny. We brought Howard Fingerroot in, and we're going to talk Pinnacle Homes and what they've got going on. Again, we've been talking about these different projects, but also the next biggest project there in Northville, which is the old women's prison there. You guys have started, have you already broken ground there?
No, actually, we just got the approval at the end of the year.
Okay.
Very excited about it. Like I said earlier in the show, we build single-family homes in the award-winning school districts. And what do I mean by that? It's Novi, Northville, Plymouth, Canton, Ann Arbor. Those are the areas that we build single-family homes in. So we just got our approvals at the Old Scott Women's Prison on 5 Mile and back. It's a fabulous location. It's in Northville. It's in Northville schools. Close to employment centers, close to expressways, the best school districts, okay? We're doing a mixed-use development there called the Village at Northville. And that's going to have about 110 single-family homes. It's going to have 70 townhomes, about 200 apartments, and 100,000 square feet of retail.
Oh, that's
we're building a village.
Yeah.
And it's in a great location in a great school district.
Yeah, there's so many great projects going up, but you guys are building some unbelievable ones. Again, lots of new construction coming to the area. Find out how little it takes to actually own a new construction home. So we got tons of information for that, and let's move off to Westland. We've got Jim on the call right now. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Not much. I had a topic, and I thought it might be interesting to a few people out there. And we bought a house about 7 years ago when we retired. And we're still pretty young, 58 and 61. But we downsized from like a 3,000 square foot house in Canton. We're making good money, 2 incomes. And got us a ranch over here in Westland. And I bought this house for $80,000. I overpaid. The house had only one update, and that was the roof. It was only a couple of years old, probably because they had to put it on. It was a 90-year-old woman. She passed away. The son that sold the house. We love the neighborhood. This is the safest neighborhood you can imagine. I mean, we leave the house and you don't lock the doors or nothing, but for your cars. But we bought it for $80,000. I put about, in the last 7 years, probably $40,000. I still got a little ways to go on the outside. But, we decided we were going to stay here, and the first thing was, the wife said, and this might interest a lot of people, it was a 3-bedroom, so we took the smallest bedroom and converted it over to a laundry room, because we're used to the first floor laundry, and we're getting older.
Okay.
Wife asked, can you do this? And I said, yeah, we don't need that bedroom. And the cost wasn't high at all, if you get the right people.
Right, but Jimmy, you made that a 2-bedroom house now. So you've totally changed the makeup of the house from an appraisal standpoint.
Yeah, but our thought behind it was we still have a spare room for when people come over, and we don't have to climb up and down steps. It was a wasted room is what I'm trying to say. And we're planning on staying here,
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want.
It fits your purpose.
Yeah, it's Jim's house. You're not going anywhere. Who cares?
No. Like I say, the next step would be an old folks' home or the grave,
Right.
But, yeah.
Will you be optimistic?
No, I mean, we put about $20,000 into the kitchen.
Okay.
A couple of years ago. And, the wife said, hey, if we're staying here, she used this big, nice house in Canton. Said, I want something when people walk in, they'll say, wow. And you do.
Give me your punchline here. Give me the thing.
Right.
You're going to give us something we need to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got off track.
No worries.
Do you think that you can over-exceed what you're putting into a house?
Absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
But it doesn't matter if that's your lifestyle. If you're going to be there and you want that house that way, that's for you and your wife.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I would never. It's not going to preclude me from improving my house if I'm going to live there and I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah, it's quality of life, Jim. I mean, if you want to turn a room into a driving range or the hitting bay or whatever, I mean, it doesn't. It's your house. You want. You're not going anywhere. It's quality of life.
In the future, they can always convert that extra bedroom from a laundry room back to a bedroom, so it's not like you're stuck in a corner there. But you do got to be careful not to over-improve for the area. We'll definitely give you a call after the show and see if there's anything we can help you with on the mortgage side. It's always good to hear from you. Thanks for the call, Jim.
Jim, thanks, man.
All right, we have some open lines. 248-539-9797.
I'm glad I went with the golf reference because I was going to make one regarding a pole in the room.
Lordy. 9:43. Come on back and join us.
With the shower. There's water already hooked up into it.
It's good.
Want to know how to use less energy to save your business money? Join DTE Energy at their free Energy Efficiency Business Seminar where you can learn about cash incentives, rebates, and energy-efficient upgrades that can save money for your business. If you're a business owner, property manager, contractor, or building engineer, plan to join DTE Energy on January 24th at the Suburban Collection Showplace located in Novi on Grand River 1 mile west of Novi Road. Registration begins at 8 a.m. The program runs from 8:45 to 11:30 and a free lunch will be served. As part of DTE's ongoing commitment to Michigan businesses, this seminar will give you the information you need to help lower operating costs and improve your bottom line. For more information, go to dteenergy.com/save now. That's dteenergy.com/save now. Or call 866-796-0512 and press option 3. DTE Energy's 2017 Energy Efficiency Program for Business. Just one more way to know your own power.
Welcome to the Xfinity store. How can I help you?
Hey, thinking about switching to Xfinity. What's this lock and go event I'm hearing about?
Well, it's the perfect time to switch because you can lock in your low monthly rate on the X1 Triple Play all the way to January 2019. Plus, take your entertainment to go.
Wait, so can I lock it in or can I take it to go?
Exactly.
So my rate's
locked in.
Live TV?
Take it to go.
On demand?
On the go.
My locked in rate?
2 full years.
Movies and shows?
On the go, go, go.
So am I locking in a great rate or taking more entertainment to go?
Both. Now you've got it.
Only Xfinity from Comcast gives you more to stream to any screen, plus the fastest in-home Wi-Fi. And right now, you can get started with the X1 Starter Triple Play and enjoy the same low rate of $89.99 a month until January 2019 with a 2-year agreement. Or ask how to upgrade and get $400 back. The Xfinity Lock and Go event ends February 5th. So go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit your local Xfinity store today. Requires enrollment to equal paperless billing and auto pay. Restrictions apply. New customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees, including broadcast, TV, and RSN fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Mike Valena here with Tony Ortiz. Tony, this time of year, we find out if you actually kept your 2016 New Year's resolutions.
Okay, let's do it.
Did you learn to play the violin?
Not a chance in the world.
Did you watch some of the fancy Oscar movies with the subtitles?
No.
How about the bungee jumping you promised me?
You know what? I might have tried that once or twice, but, I was afraid I'd hit my head on the rocks.
What did you do this year?
I lost 30 pounds in 40 days with the Nutrimost program. That's right, Mike. 30 pounds and 6 inches off my waist in 40 days. No exercise, no surgery. Like me, it was simple.
30 pounds in 40 days? I guess that makes up for all the other things you fell short on. Listen, if you want results like Tony here, give Nutrimost a call. 1-800-IDEAL-U. For a limited time, you'll get $200 off the program, and they'll let you set up a full body analysis, a $99 value, for just $27. Lose weight in 40 days with Nutrimost. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U.
That's right. I lost 30 pounds in just 40 days, and you know what? You can too. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U right now.
The legacy of golf isn't set in stone. The game's story is shaped every day, at every tee box, fairway, bunker, and green. In Myrtle Beach, we pride ourselves as the golf capital of the world because for years, people have come to play our legendary courses and carved out their own story, carrying forward golf's future. Come tell your own story this spring during your next golf vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Start planning today at MyrtleBeachGolfHoliday.com.
The Red Wings host the Rangers tomorrow, and 97.1 The Ticket will be there to get you fired up. Pat Caputo will be broadcasting near the Gordie Howe statue starting at 10. And the street team will be there with your chance to win Michigan Lottery's Winter Lucky Times 10 $5 instant game. Win up to $300,000. There's fun in every one. And you can register to win tickets to see the Wings, courtesy of Chevrolet, the official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings. Get your tickets for the farewell season at the Joe at DetroitRedWings.com.
Your sports therapy session.
97.1 The Ticket.
Alrighty, welcome back to the show. 947. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call at Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE. The best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. You can always shoot us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. And also call us here in the studio at 248-539-9797. Having some fun this morning, talking new construction, really exciting stuff. Find out how easy it is to own one of these unbelievable homes. As Howard mentioned just earlier, what the new project that's going up in Northville is more. It's not just homes. It's going to be retail. There's going to be retail, townhouses, single-family homes, and condos. I mean, just a great overall experience in an unbelievable location. And, in real estate, it's all about location. You guys have pinpointed some of the best areas. And again, you guys go with the schools. It's first like, where are the best schools? And that's always a good way to start.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, families are looking for the right school districts, right? And, if you went on our website, for example, pinnaclehomes.com, and you could see the schools that we're in. And I mentioned them, Novi and Northville and Lyon and Plymouth Canton, in Ann Arbor. So it's all the award-winning schools.
All right. It's no doubt that many families are going to get off the couch and get off the sidelines because some of the families, they're just trying to figure out where, even the younger people, we do see more and more millennials now purchasing homes. All that talk about them, not getting out of the house. I don't know. The numbers are starting to show that more and more of the older millennials are now getting away from, living in the basement or living with their buddies and renting out places. They say, hey, why am I going to pay somebody else's mortgage here when I can own a piece of the American dream? And again, Southeast Michigan, are you kidding me? It's gangbusters here. If you're looking at buying anywhere in the country, this has become a destination.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's a good point with the millennials because there was talk right after the financial meltdown of 2008 that they didn't look at the house as home ownership as a good thing. That's turning around. And I see a lot of articles and we see a lot of millennials now, the ones that are kind of in the late millennial stage, right? The 28 to 32 range that are now coming in and buying homes from us.
So why wouldn't you want your own place? I mean, and why wouldn't you want a little more space than you had in college? Okay, then when then you first moved out with all your buddies and you moved into a place and you're living 2-3 people in a little house or a little apartment. You want your own space. Look, you're growing up. You're meeting somebody. You're going to have a family. You need some space. That's just the way it works.
Well, as Howard alluded to about in 2008, people said, okay, home ownership's a bad idea. Now, that's the only recession that I've been alive for to see. Well, how long did it take to bounce back? Not very long.
What are you talking about?
From 2007
property values, all of a sudden now the property
That's-
values have, they've bounced back. So
Yeah, you don't want to go back there. You don't want to go back there. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. That we were in, especially in this area, we're the first ones to go in economically and the last ones to come out, and we were in it for a long time, 10 years. It was a 10-year recession. That's what it was, and that's a long time.
Right, but values have been back for the past 2 years.
In certain in certain areas, values have come storming back, and they're higher than they were pre-recession. But there are other areas that they haven't come back, Brian. There are certain pockets that haven't come back yet, and they might never come back, because what happens is in those areas that don't come back, there are other homes and there are other communities being built around them.
Well, yeah.
And what would you rather have? What would you rather have? A new construction property that Howard's building, or buy an existing house?
Yeah, and there were some neighborhoods that were so decimated, they ain't coming back.
They're
coming
done.
back.
And that wasn't because of the recession.
That was going on anyway.
Yeah, the better the area, they're the last ones to go down in a recession, and they're the first ones to come back. So if you're in an A location, that's where you want to be, and they are
San
back.
Diego.
I don't know if Northville ever dropped.
Right.
I really don't.
You look at the
Ann
best
Arbor.
areas, and they're just right back up there.
Right.
Again, the Novi's in Northville, the Lions,
And Bloomfield,
the
all of them.
Bloomfield and Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Those are all just great places, and the values have recovered tremendously.
All right, we're going to go to a call here, 248-539-9797. Ralph, you're calling about a reverse mortgage. Good, because we brought our expert in. Go ahead, Ralph.
Yes, all I want to know is what is a reverse mortgage? I'm getting ready to retire, and I just want to know what my options are.
Okay. Well, what a reverse mortgage is it's a mortgage that gets placed on your property. So let's say you have a house that's free and clear. Is your house free and clear, Ralph?
No, I owe $67,000 on it.
Okay, so on a $67,000 mortgage, when you turn, if you're over 62, depending upon what your house is worth, you could pay that mortgage off, never have a mortgage payment again for the rest of your life. If you have enough equity, the remaining equity could be placed in a line of credit that has a growth factor, that line of credit will grow as long as you stay in the house and that it is untouched, that you would have access to that money. So it turns into a nice retirement tool where you can draw out of that money, whether you need home health care, whether you need any type of, the cost of living has gone up and you need a little bit of help because you're now on a fixed income. There's a retirement tool ahead of what it is the reverse mortgage works is you use your equity. Instead of making a payment on the house, the payment goes on to the balance of what you owe. It's an FHA government product, so the best thing about it is a non-recourse loan. So if you live an extra 20 or 25 years in that house and the house doesn't appreciate and it goes underwater, it's a non-recourse loan, and you will not be responsible. Your heirs wouldn't be responsible for the balance. I'd have to look at your situation and be able to explain it to you what you're looking to accomplish. But in terms of getting rid of your mortgage payment and then also maybe establishing a line of credit that can grow as you stay in the house, that would be what the line of credit, what the reverse mortgage is.
It's all about cash flow, truly, with these reverse mortgages. And again, you're still responsible for the upkeep and then, more importantly, the taxes and the insurance. But it makes it very affordable because you rid yourself of that monthly obligation, that mortgage payment. Again, that could be $1,000 a month that you no longer are spending each and every month, allowing our senior citizens, and more importantly, 62 and older, this opportunity not to make an actual house payment. So
it's turning one of your biggest assets, your house, into a liquid asset while you're living there, so that you can draw from that and help your portfolio and help your cash flow on a monthly basis.
Well, how does it get paid back?
Well, it gets paid back the way a normal mortgage would be. So if you were to move or if you were to pass and you were going to sell your house, you would sell your house just like you do now. You have a $67,000 mortgage on your house. If your house is worth $200,000, you pay the $67,000 off. In a reverse mortgage, whatever it is owed at the time of whether you're selling or whether you've passed, that balance is paid off when you sell the house. The best thing about it is if it's gone underwater and you've been fortunate to live long enough and your house maybe hasn't appreciated as much and you're in a negative equity situation, you're not on the hook for it. It's called a non-recourse loan. It's a government program that allows it so that you would just either turn the house over to the bank or your family can buy the house at 95% of what its current appraised value's at.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to lose the house or anything. Your family can sell that house. God forbid you have to move into a nursing home, whatever the situation is. There's an opportunity there to sell the house and put some money in your pocket. There's a lot more to it, Ralph, and it's a good intro to it. I'm glad you called. We are doing that seminar on Tuesday. Be sure to call Capital Mortgage at 1-800-LOW-RATE. Again, it's in Royal Oak if you want to check it out, Ralph. And we'll call you after the show to invite you if you get a chance to maybe stop in and see us. Thank you very much for the call.
Thanks,
I appreciate that. Hey, Mike out there in Howell. Mike, good morning. Welcome to our show. Go ahead, sir.
Hey guys, how's it going today?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Mike.
Good morning. All right. We're building a house right now. We're getting towards the end where our mortgage is going to start to take effect. The way the construction loan and everything rolled into a mortgage was a 10-year fixed, 20-year adjustable, and we got a good rate on the 10-year. And I was just wondering, financially, what's the best way or time to refinance the house and get into a
I would do it as soon as possible.
I'd do it
Rates are
right
still
away.
low. Because,
Right.
rates aren't going to go anywhere but up.
You want a fixed rate mortgage. You don't want to be on an adjustable. You're going to be in that house for how long? Forever.
God willing, a long
Right.
time.
So rates are low. You want a fixed rate. I'm a fixed rate guy. I'm really conservative.
How long have you been in the reverse mortgage or in the adjustable rate mortgage for?
We aren't in it yet.
Okay.
We're still in a construction loan right now.
Yeah, let's convert
we
that
won't
to a
have to start
fixed.
our mortgage till August.
Yeah, I would get the ball rolling sooner than later because, Mike, rates are going nowhere but up, in my opinion.
Right.
And, if you're going to be there forever, if it's a 10-year adjustable, the odds are that's going up, man, when that adjusts.
Right,
So-
right. Yeah, after 10 years, who knows where it'll be.
Yeah, exactly.
The spread we checked it out. The spread between the adjustable rate mortgages on a 7 and a 10-year program isn't much. There's not a big difference between that and the 30-year fix. You take the security, it's a roof over your head, and the government still doesn't allow us to write off the
little
interest.
reduction.
That's a good way to go.
Mike, I'll call you for
Okay.
the show, run some numbers with you, and we'll get you taken care of, man.
Sounds great.
Good
Thanks a
deal.
lot,
Thank you,
guys.
sir. See you, man.
Alrighty, hey, that wraps up another version of the Hardcore Mortgage Show.
Howard, we're glad to have you on. Pretty psyched up
Yeah,
about
nice
all the
houses,
communities
buddy.
you
Very
got going on, and you're always a class act. We really appreciate you coming on, and thank you very
All
much.
right, we're going to be
All right, thank
announcing
you for
all
having
these Pinnacle Home subdivisions in the coming shows. Also, he's got a couple great grand openings.
Yeah, look on our website. We're going to link up to that. We're going to put them on there. Go to www.lowrateonline.com and check it out.
All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Harry Glanz, Alex Navusi, I'm Harvey Free, Brian Cohen over there. Thanks for coming in again, and Howard Fingerroot from Pinnacle Homes. We got Pat Caputo coming up from Tiger Fest. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
And now, Geico Saving Stories. Nikki Peasley was happily married to Scott. However, something between them changed after Scott spent 15 minutes on Geico.com.
Constant gifts, chocolates, flowers, like he discovered a cash tree.
Cash tree, indeed. Unbeknownst to Nikki, Scott had saved hundreds of dollars on their car insurance by switching to Geico.
His gifts never stop.
Geico. Spend 15 minutes and 15% or more in savings could be gifted to you.
Are you paying too much for your Medicare Part D prescriptions? At Walgreens, that's a question you won't have to ask.